what's going on, my people? Welcome back to the LIFTT Capital YouTube channel where life is for the taking. It's your boy, TedTalkMoney, and I have for you something I am very, very excited about. It's one of my favorite coins, y'all. It is one of my favorite coins, for real. We are going to be going over, as you might have guessed it, XRP. XRP. Oh yes. Let us get into it today. So I hope everybody's having an awesome Friday. I hope this review will be something that you can look over in the weekend. Make sure you have a full-on understanding of what XRP is and what it can do, and really, of course, where it works itself into the ISO 222 ecosystem. So as of today, we have $1.02 XRP. That's cool. We're talking about a pretty high market cap of 47 billion. This ranks number 6. Okay. Right now it's going through a little bit of trouble with the SEC. We may get into that, but this is mostly just a overview, a review of the coin, the XRP coin itself, some of its use cases, a little bit about the team, of course, and as well as some of the people they've appointed, and as well to see how connected this thing really is. So let's take a dive in it. So, all right, this is Ripple. Ripple and XRP are two different things. XRP is the native token that's run on the RippleNet ledger, on the XRP ledger. So you have the token XRP and then you have the company Ripple. Ripple is who the banks and all the global people are going to be working with, the actual company, right? So they boast that it's instant money that's being moved all across the corners of the globe, right? But the real technology, the real thing, the meat behind this that really pushes it is RippleNet. And RippleNet is the network that this infrastructure is already built on. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about RippleNet in the future, but I want you guys to know that is the main powerhouse behind this whole thing. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about RippleNet too. So with RippleNet, as you guys can see here in this diagram, basically whatever it is that you're sending, XRP can bridge it into so many different dynamic networks. So XRP in itself is going to be used as a bridge currency for whatever needs to be used and exchanged out here as well. So you're delivering instant cross-border payments without any pre-funding. If you're a bank or institution, you're most likely going to, what you've been dealing with is the SWIFT network, the slow network, the legacy, the old clunky way of doing things. This right here is a new era of finance, but it's also partnered with so many different partners and banks all across the world. That's the RippleNet. Okay, so what we're covering, of course, is XRP as well, and its use cases and what it can do. This is on-demand liquidity. No longer does a bank in Mumbai have to worry about having enough money to send to a North Korean business, because the on-demand liquidity XRP will already make sure that transaction will be funded already. How? Through the bridge asset of XRP. If you really connect the dots, you have to have a pretty heavy bridge currency for an institution to be able to send and it already be funded. Okay, so think about it. If I want to send, for example, there's trillions of dollars that are being exchanged right now as we speak, every single day. So for you to actually have on-demand liquidity, something that can be used to bridge from A to B, that has to be a pretty heavy unit of exchange. So, think about what I'm saying. That price has to be pretty heavy. If I want to send $1 million, I shouldn't have to send 1 million XRP into this network. Most likely I'm going to have some pretty heavy pieces to be able to do the work. But let's look even more into what ODL is and how it can be better. Three good points right here. It's liquid, fast, and affordable. Liquid eliminates the need for pre-funded accounts. It's fast. If you ever send XRP ever, I mean ever, by the time you look up from the phone, from the screen, whatever, that money is already at its destination. I'm telling you, XRP, I've never seen any crypto work faster than XRP. Hands down. I've never seen any crypto work faster than XRP, period. So how does on-demand liquidity work? Like I was saying, the bank or whatever company or institution sends, it could be dollars, it could be Ethereum, it could be whatever. XRP will flip it, exchange it into, for example, whatever the receiver needs to be. For example, if this is Germany and Japan and I send you francs, it's going to exchange and pop back out as yen or Doge or BTC, whatever you need. And then from there, that bank or that issuer can help out the people or, its community. So it's again, cross-border payments. It's making sending money borderless. Okay? If we go back further into the ISO 222 ecosystem, and if you look in some of my previous coin reviews, you will see that each one of these technologies is about making sending money easy, fast, and borderless. They want to connect the world together. So let's take a little refresh here. This is just the list of clients that they have. These are some of the partners. I'm going to have to refresh this a couple times so you guys can see it. But instantly off top, Bank of America is already linked with these people. American Express, just another one. All these other ones, I'll pull up another list here. But as you can see, this is a list of some of the partners that have been with them from 2021. So I'll go a little bit more into that. But as you can see on their site, these are just some of the names. So of course, some of these names are global. We might not have heard of them here in the States, but of course, you guys just might have heard of them across seas. So their network is out there. Hundreds of institutions across 55 plus countries worldwide. So the network is there. Like I was saying, so RippleNet, the financial network of the future. That's basically hands down what it is. Bank of America, American Express, like I was saying, all these institutions are already using RippleNet. They're already partnered with, they're using it. Bank of America, right there in your face, okay? They're partnered with Ripple. They are using XRP. They're on the RippleNet. So that's how this is much more beneficial, because as you can see, you're reaching new customers. This whole RippleNet advantage, it's over 55 plus countries. You have a few pockets of Africa that aren't activated yet, but Australia and Mexico have their on-demand liquidity activated. It's available. All these other countries, as you see here in the blue, that's where the RippleNet is available. But once the liquidity starts to come on, and hey, this isn't financial advice, this is just facts. Once the liquidity comes on and all of these other countries are activated, that liquidity is all going to rush right into Ripple. All that liquidity is going to rush right into XRP because its utility will be activated. Okay, so right now, what it's looking like right now, the infrastructure is being built, partners are coming together, okay, but the utility hasn't been activated yet. Like I said, it looks like you have about 35% of Africa. These parts of Africa, Russia, China has their RippleNet available. So it's expanding more and more and more. Okay? Boom, the three capabilities is centralized infrastructure, modern messaging, 100% transparent, liquidity solutions, $0 in pre-funding. See? It just works. It just works. So as you guys know, of course, central bank digital currencies are on their way out. This right here is Ripple. They're introducing, okay. So what they have also is a pilot program for CBDCs. All right. And they allow different countries. With this RippleNet, of course, they're wanting more and more countries to develop their central bank digital currencies. And guys, do a little bit more research on CBDCs. I'll probably do a deep dive in that in the future, but briefly on it. Central bank digital currencies are pretty much your digital dollar, your digital euro. All that's going to be run on the RippleNet. As we can see, it's all global. They want to make sure Ripple is inviting countries to build their CBDC on the RippleNet. Okay. Of course, we have, like, for example, Algo, El Salvador, tapped them to build their blockchain infrastructure. So all these ISO 222 tokens are being used. They're compliant. They're being used by the governments. They're being used by these institutions because it's all going to come down to a global, borderless network for payments. So with something so huge like this, you kind of want to know a little bit of their story. Like, what's their background? How long have they been around? Ripple has been around since 2013, okay? They've been here since the beginning, almost like the beginning. They were founded in 2012, all right? But the XRP token has been used since 2013. It's been around, okay? This isn't no new come around, new flash in the pan, came out a couple years ago, it's looking good. No, this thing has been in development for years. Partnerships, institutions. This is a legit one. This, okay? XRP Ripple, this is the one that you need. This is the one that's going to be used. Global reserve currency. Here's their journey. Founded in 2012, SBI Ripple Asia. This is one of their biggest holdings. Okay, SBI. Look a little bit more into them. Do some research there. But they put it hands down to accelerate the commercial use of blockchain in Japan and Korea. XRP is huge in Japan. Huge. SBI knows what's up. Okay, Japan, though it's a small island, a small country, something like RippleNet will work like fireworks. So fast. So then, as you guys can see here, ODL was made available. They partnered with MoneyGram. They're using on-demand liquidity, okay, to power their RippleNet transactions between the U.S. and Mexico. And plus, then 300 plus more institutions joined the RippleNet. So there's just a little bit of history of how on-demand liquidity has come along. Some of the customers, again, Bank of America, American Express. Here in the States, we're pretty familiar with those names. A couple of faces you can look into, and some of the people that you should know about. Brad Garlinghouse. If you ever see this guy's face on Twitter and whatnot, most likely his mission is to promote Ripple. His mission, he's the CEO of Ripple. He's making sure that the availability of the RippleNet will be everywhere, okay? And as well, David Schwartz. If you check out his Twitter, man, he looks out for the community. He's the CTO. He's the Chief Tech Officer, the coder, the genius behind the technology of XRP, right? So you have the face of the operations and the brain of the operations. David Schwartz in himself, you head over to his Twitter. He likes to feed the community, the people that really believe in this project, that are waiting for the utility to be activated. He looks out and he speaks with the community, and it's a really good thing. So if you guys can go over there, give him a follow, give him a like, all that is all well. But one of the most important partnerships that I thought was pretty important was they appointed the former treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios, to the board of directors. Okay, the former treasury of the United States, right? The treasurer. Okay, Rios brings 30 years of unparalleled experience and expertise in public policy investment management to Ripple. Her career is focused on economic development. As the 43rd treasurer of the United States, she oversaw all currency and coin production activities with almost 4,000 employees and an annual budget of $5 billion. She also initiated the effects to place a portrait of a woman on U.S. currency and received the Hamilton Award, the U.S. Treasury's highest honor. So big ups to Rosie Rios. If you check any of your money back when she was on board, you'll know that she signed the money. Her signature is on the U.S. currency. She was the treasurer. Okay, the treasurer, 43rd, I believe, under the Obama administration. So if you check any of the money that came out through those years, Rosie Rios is on there, and she serves on the Ripple board of directors. So as you can see, Ripple's not really stunting any legal battles with the SEC, but this isn't about that. This is just a cover view of XRP. So with Rosie Rios, you guys go head over to her Twitter, give her a follow. Again, she's big up on the XRP, the Ripple community. So as you guys already know. So let's look at again just a full list again of the Ripple partners. Okay. This was a list from 2020, so this one isn't even updated. There's even more onto this. But some of the names that we can see here: American Express, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, PNC. Who else? These are the people I know. Look, Royal Bank of Canada, Scotia Bank, all right, Canada, TD Bank, Canada, Bank of England, HSBC, Barclays, Royal of Scotland. So banks all across the world, First Bank of Abu Dhabi, Bank of Thailand, and the list goes on and on. Bank. Okay, some remittance. So yeah, as you guys can see here, and that was just back in 2020. So this is a legitimate project. These are real financial institutions. These are real big money. This is the whales. This is really it. We're talking all the money here. All the money. One thing I want to show you guys here. Hold up. What is that? AWS, Amazon Web Services, Amazon Partner Program, Ripple. Amazon knows about Ripple, y'all. Amazon knows about Ripple. And did I see partner profile? Amazon partner profile, Ripple? Yeah, exactly. They go on to tell even more investors about what RippleNet is, XRP. So just a little bit about XRP. That's basically the name of their on-demand liquidity. It's XRP. So these are some of the things, the key products that are under the RippleNet. XCurrent, XRapid, and XVIA. Again, they just tell about some of the use cases and some of the members that are on there. But again, look at these countries ranging from Canada, India, Brazil, Singapore, China, the UK, Australia, Thailand. Yeah, Amazon partner profile, y'all. Okay. So just a little bit, here. Big shout out to XRP Crow for this image, but just to go over it and to summarize XRP's use cases. There's so many, but this really puts it in perspective. Business to business payments, real business to business payments, bridge currency, bridge currency, like a world reserve currency, y'all. Bridge currency. If I need to send yen to Japan, it's gonna come out francs. Using this network, it's a store of value. Inflation is horrible right now, terrible, and it's only going to go up. And the dollar is continuing to lose power, but XRP continues to sign up partnerships. Let's go. A medium of exchange. For example, like I said, for something to be a bridge currency, it has to be weighted. Again, if I need to send $1 million, which is nothing to a bank, I should not have to send 1 million XRPs. You know, this thing is going to be weighted once the utility is activated. Sourcing global liquidity. Smart contracts, y'all. Smart contracts. Once the smart contracts are built on the XRP ledger, through the roof. Forget Ethereum. Forget Bitcoin. Forget it. That's generation 1 blockchain. Generation 2. It's old. It's dinosaur trash. It's like dial-up. But generation 3 blockchains, that's what we talk about here at LIFTT Capital. The future. Micropayments. Remittances. XRP. I'm telling you guys, if you want to send some crypto to your wallet, turn it to XRP, send it and then change it. Don't deal with no gas fees and all that garbage. Transaction fees, man. Instant cross-border settlements. Again, wow. Remittance game, institutions, securities, and settlements. Guys, this is the ultimate. Been around since 2013. Okay? Currently, right now, they're trying to get people shaken out. Guys. But look, as you all know, I am so excited. I appreciate all the love that's coming in. If you haven't done it already, give me a like and subscribe. And look forward to knowing that this utility is going to be activated. Okay? Don't fall for any of the FUD. Don't fall for any of any BS out there about this coin. Okay? XRP is going to blow. Now, hey, I'm a digital asset investor, right? Not investment advisor. I'm not financial advising anybody to do anything. But I know the facts. I'm just here to present the facts. You do your own research and make your own choices. And remember, life is for the taking. Okay? Talk that money and lift that capital. Peace.